I'm a bad mood, gotta keep it tight. Hold my baby squid, keep him out of sight. Talking about my life, government, stay away. If you drive, I'ma do it my own way. Squid in the ocean, swimming all alone. Ain't nobody telling me where to go. Living free, gotta stay true to myself. No need for interference from anyone else. Squid pro quo, that's the way to be. Living on my terms, setting myself free. Mama to my baby, protecting with my no government intrusion. I control my life.
Hey guys, I'm sorry I don't have my light on. I'm looking rough. These dark circles are, yeah, my eyes are puffy. Oh, I'm looking rough tonight. Um, oy, oy, oy. So I look like crap. I'm not gonna get into the why. If you know, you know. If you don't, you know. Um, so I'm actually gonna try to get through this as fast as possible, because I am having really bad neck, shoulder, and chest pain right now. Um, So for those of you um, who know Musi, um, um, so for those of you who know Musi Lady, um, we've been working together on a few things because apparently I have some things, if some gifts, if you know what I mean. Um, well, I was talking to her when I was bawling my eyes out, and apparently, if you believe in that stuff, I'm feeling just heart attack. So I'm having a little bit of a um yeah, if you know, you know. If you believe in that stuff. But this happens to me quite often, and I think this is where, not to get into the unexplained, but that's yeah, Musi. It's from here down to here and then all the way under where my bra strap is. So we're gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. Um, and I have to So this is a continuation of our stream from earlier, and I know Tug is live, and I know a couple other people are live. So I know that this stream was not going to get the numbers that my other stream did, and that's part of the reason I stream earlier in the day too. But I need to finish this, and the best way to finish it is just to finish it. Because if I do it tomorrow, then I set my whole week back. Um, Musi, I will send you a link. I am going to just get through these last 10 pages of this lawsuit, and then we can talk. I will give me a second to send you the link. And I have 80, for some reason I have 80 million things up on my my phone, even though I shouldn't. Um, come on, come on, come on. Invite, copy. It's easier to do this on my phone than try to get all of my you know. Hey Cynthia. And I was not that close to legal vices. So Megan, Tug, Flux, keep them in your prayers because they were a lot closer to him. He was only on my channel once. We've spoken a few times, but every time that I needed something or I needed help with something, um, he you know, he was there. Oh, side note. So you know how Baby Squid steals um my Stanley cups, and I got a new one. It's glittery. Well, I originally tried to get her one like this, but Stanley screwed up and they were they messaged me saying our system let us allow people to buy things that were sold out. But I got her this one. Look at how cute this little thing is. Like it's so cute. It's the 20 ounce. But hopefully, like, like look at that. Mommy size and daughter size. Maybe she won't steal mine now because she has her own. I had to take it out of the package before I wrapped it because I had to see what it looked like because I've never seen one so small. It's so tiny. But yeah, it's a baby squid size. All right. Hey Musi.
Hello, darling.
I am going to finish reading this lawsuit real quick.
You
So I
do
can
what you need to do. I will shut up. I'll stick myself on mute.
So I can get through it because we have a couple of pages left. We were on count 9, and I scrolled all the way to the bottom because we had to see who the lawyer was, and one of the lawyers was one of Maya's lawyers. All right. Count 9, constructive fraud against Far West Division and HCA Management Services. And to know the background on this lawsuit and see the first 23 pages, see my live stream from earlier this afternoon. This is part 2. If you watch part 1, starting at about 30 minutes, because the first 30 minutes I had a little bit of a breakdown. If you know, you know. So this is part 2. All right. Plaintiff alleges paragraphs 1 through 81 is fully set forth herein. In arranging for a transfer within HCA and entering into the associated separation agreement, Far West Division and HCA Management Services assumed a position of confidence and undertook a fiduciary duty with respect to plaintiff. The separation agreement included an express provision ensuring its confidentiality, further solidifying the confidential relationship between plaintiff, Far West Division, and HCA Management Services. Far West Division and HCA Management Services owed plaintiff a fiduciary duty to protect him from malfeasance within HCA and protect the vested incentive compensation that was explicitly carved out of the separation agreement. Far West Division and HCA Management Services further owed plaintiff a fiduciary duty to ensure that HCA was fully informed of the terms of the plaintiff's separation and intercompany transfer, including plaintiff's rightful ownership of his vested incentive compensation, which at the time when it was taken away was about $2 million. I mean, I know he's a doctor and all, but $2 million ain't chump change. Far West Division and HCA Management Services abused the confidential and fiduciary relationship by failing to inform the other defendants of the terms of the separation agreement, including plaintiff's entitlement to vested incentive compensation. In the alternative, Far West Division and HCA Management Services abused the confidential and fiduciary relationship. They defrauded the plaintiff by implying that they had sufficient control over plaintiff's vested incentive compensation to protect him from HCA's wrongdoing or attempts to interfere with plaintiff's rights. In the alternative, Far West Division and HCA Management Services abused the confidential and fiduciary relationship by refusing to protect the plaintiff from malfeasance of the remaining defendants, playing dumb and refusing to assist the plaintiff in recovering his SARS and other stock-based compensation following the events of February 24. Far West Divisions and HCA Management Services abuse of the relationship with plaintiff has caused not trying it tonight, harm to plaintiff, and to the extent Far West Division and HCA Management Services benefit from $3 million, the approximate present value. Okay, so it was $2 million in February. Now it's $3 million of stock wrongfully held in HCA's treasury. Unconscionable. There we go. Advantage. Wherefore, plaintiffs demand judgment against Far West Division and HCA Management Services. Count 10, civil conspiracy. That conspiracy gets you every time. Defendants conspired to take plaintiff SAR's property in which plaintiff had a vested ownership interest. Defendants committed unlawful act in taking plaintiff SAR's, or in the alternative, committed lawful act by unlawful means. Yeah, I was doing okay, and now I'm not doing okay. Like I've been on and off all day, and yeah, Tug and Megan broke me, as you can see by the yeah. I'm not a pretty crier, not a pretty crier at all, and I'm having a lot of pain. But I have my Amica cream. If you know that one, you know that one too. A little ode to Jeff and Elaine. Defendants took overt action to pursue the conspiracy by nullifying plaintiff SAR's on the HCA Merrill Lynch platforms, eliminating evidence of plaintiff's rightful ownership of the SAR's, and refusing to return plaintiff's property upon demand. Defendants' actions were coordinated in the HCA and Merrill Lynch to cooperate to manage and maintain the data in the HCA Merrill Lynch platforms reflecting plaintiff SAR's and other HCA employee stock-based compensation. And suddenly and without notice to plaintiff, on or about February 1st, 2024, plaintiff's SAR balance in the HCA Merrill Lynch platforms was zeroed out. It's like there's sadness and anger, then calm, then it repeats. Yeah, it's this endless cycle. Oh, I appreciate that. I had makeup on earlier today, but I cried it all away. And then the nose got red like Rudolph because of all the blow in the nose. And then the eyes are red. And then I have lots of pain right now. So that's not helping. And that's a whole nother subject that we'll get to when I'm done reading this. There's an interesting there's something interesting. All right. Defendants' actions were further coordinated in that Far West Division and HCA Management Services and HWS, as subsidiaries and affiliates of HCA, had perfect knowledge of Dr. Corcoran's continued employment and the promises made to Dr. Corcoran regarding the exercise dates of his SARs being honored. And despite the terms of Dr. Corcoran's separation agreement expressly entitling him to his vested incentive compensation, the key word there is vested. Vested. I don't know a lot about stocks, and especially stocks as compensation, but like, yeah, it's lost with this or lost with just the day in general, because I'm a little bit of both. Yay. Yeah, I look like I was drinking all day, but I don't feel like I was drinking all day. Boy, I probably should be. All right. That basically Dr. Corcoran sounds like he was screwed over. And how can you screw over such a nice guy? As a direct and proximate result of defendants' coordinated actions, plaintiff was damaged. Defendants are jointly and severely liable for plaintiff's damages following conspiracy. Wherefore, plaintiffs demand judgment for damages against all defendants. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for the. Right now, I'm 10 pounds, right? I'm heartbroken, but seeing the love online for Jeff is amazing. Yeah, I don't know anybody who didn't like him. Like, I mean, his content might not have been for you, but like him as a person. I don't know anybody that watched his content and was like, no, I don't like him as a person. Nobody. Like his content might not have been for you. Totally fine. But like, yeah. Yeah. He was so fun. And he was one of the first people to like encourage my channel. Like he was on my channel. And before I was monetized, I think I had like 350 subscribers and he was on my channel. So yeah, it's amazing. And hey, Lexi. All right, let's get through this. Count 11, negligence against all defendants. Plaintiff realleges paragraphs 1 through 81, blah, blah, blah. Defendants HCA, Far West Division, HCA Management Services, HWS, and Merrill Lynch owed plaintiff a duty of care to manage, monitor, and protect plaintiff's stock-based compensation and exercise rights under the applicable stock-based compensation plans and stock appreciation rights agreement. Defendants owed plaintiff a duty to care to keep him timely and accurately informed of his employment status and notify him of any change in status with HCA and or its subsidiaries that would affect his legal rights, in particular his ability to maintain and or exercise his SARs and other stock-based and incentive compensation. Defendants breached their duty of care, for example, and without limitation, A, failing to accurately communicate plaintiff's employment status internally and amongst the defendants to ensure that plaintiff received accurate and actionable information, failing to notify the plaintiff of changes to his employment status within HCA and its subsidiaries and affiliates in a timely manner. That's the one that doesn't make any sense to me. You're backdating his termination a year? Like a year? Like that makes no sense to me. Hey Squid, did you hear the whisper in the wind? It's 15K more subs and I turned on the pearly gate cam. Yes, Jeff needs 15,000 subscribers in order to reach 100K. And when you reach 100K, you get that play button. So, and his son or his family just found out that he had a YouTube channel, which is kind of interesting that you can keep that a secret. Failing to notify plaintiff of changes to the applicable exercise window for his SARs, failing to maintain accurate and up-to-date information on the stock compensation platforms maintained by HCA Merrill Lynch, failing to provide plaintiff an updated status change letter at any time in 2023 or 2024 to advise plaintiff of the allegedly altered last date exercise, allowing and or causing plaintiff's vested SARs to be zeroed out without proper notice or opportunity to exercise, and failing to correct system errors, miscommunications, misinformation that caused plaintiff substantial losses through the termination, cancellation, expiration of his SARs and other stock-based compensation. As a direct proximate result of defendants' breaches of their duty of care, plaintiff lost the value of his SARs amounting to approximately $3 million at present value. Plaintiff has suffered significant financial damages, including loss of the vested stock compensation. Once again, keyword vested. The depletion of retirement funds and emotional distress due to the sudden and unexpected loss of his savings. In the description of this video, I do have Dr. Joe's YouTube channel, and he has 10,000 subscribers, but many of you guys haven't heard of him. He was big in the Take Care of Maya trial. Because he's going back to work to pay to basically build a retirement savings again, subscribe to him. He said he'd start making content again in the new year, and that would be freaking amazing because he is awesome. Wherefore, plaintiff demands judgment for damages against defendants. Count 12, declaratory judgment against HCA. Plaintiff realleges paragraphs 1 through 81. Plaintiff properly notified defendant HCA of his intent to exercise his SAR options on or before 180 days following notice of termination. An actual and yeah, I'm not even going to try that word tonight. Tomorrow morning it'll be easy for me, but tonight, not good. Controversy exists between plaintiff and defendant as to whether plaintiff effectively exercised his stock appreciation rights within 180 days exercise period following his termination, as required under HCA's stock compensation plan. Plaintiff entered into a separation agreement with defendant in February 2022, and the agreement specifically preserved his entitlement to receive a full year share of incentive rewards and vested stock-based compensation, including SARs. Following his separation from Far West Division and transition to HWS, and in reliance on defendant's representations, plaintiff reasonably believed that his SAR rights remained intact with a 10-year exercise window, as reflected in defendant's platforms and verbal assurances. After learning of the changes in his account balance in February of 2024, plaintiff promptly notified defendants of his intent to exercise his SAR within a 180-day period, as per HCA's stock compensation program, see Exhibit 5. Defendants failed to provide proper notice of any change in plaintiff's exercise window or status that would have triggered any shortened exercise period in violation of HCA's stock-based compensation program and plaintiff's contractual rights. In contrast to the status change letter plaintiff received in connection with his February 1st separation, see Exhibit 3, no such communication was provided to plaintiff ahead of the cancellation of his stock-based compensation in early 2024. Under the separation agreement and HCA's stock compensation program, plaintiff was entitled to at least 180 days to exercise his SARs following termination or a change in status, and the exercise window should have been preserved under the terms of the separation agreement. Plaintiff seeks declaratory judgment from the court declaring that A, plaintiff properly exercised his SARs within a 180-day period following notice of his termination, or in the alternative, plaintiff's right to exercise the SARs remained intact and has not been forfeited, given the lack of proper notice from defendants. Wherefore, plaintiff requests the court to enter a judgment declaring the plaintiff effectively exercised his SARs prior to the expiration of the applicable exercise window, and that his rights to the SARs should be honored by defendants and demand for a jury trial. Plaintiff demands trial by jury on all issues so triable. I do not think this will ever go to a jury trial because when you leave someone open to discovery, all your dirty secrets come out. And with HCA being that big and him being in that many subsidiaries of HCA, the skeletons that are going to come out of that closet will be extremely large. Extremely large. Reservation of right to plead punitive damages. Plaintiff reserves his right to plead punitive damages for defendant's willful improper conduct pursuant to Florida law. I think there's going to be a settlement. I just have a feeling this will never go to court, ever. Prayer for relief. Wherefore plaintiffs request that court enter final judgment in favor of plaintiff against defendants on all counts, plus costs and all attorney fees to which plaintiff is legally entitled, as well as such further relief the court deems necessary and judged. Judge. 26th of November, 2024. And this was the interesting part of this. Nick Whitney. We haven't seen Nick Whitney since he relieved himself from from Maya's team. So these are exhibits. I'm going to put this in my, because there's 40 pages of exhibits. There's 30 pages of exhibits. I'm going to put this in my, what the hell am I going to put it in? Discord. See, it's been that kind of a day. Sorry, I just got a message on Discord and it made me laugh because the person keeps changing their name and it's hilarious to me. And I had to think about who it was when I read the case. Here is my Discord link. Yeah, Harry, today's been really bad. This is my Discord link. I am going to make a section when we are done here for Dr. Goodhair. I can't get over that nickname, Dr. Goodhair. Like Megan in her chat gave it to him, and it was like it stuck. And he even played into it. If you look at his face or his YouTube page, his logo is head of hair. And if you look at my thumbnail, that man has that is a very, very good looking man. He's a little outside my age group, but like, you know.
How's your pain, sweetheart?
It sucks. So we are done.
I'm saying, how's your pain?
It sucks. I'm going to stop this screen and I will post that in the Discord. Yes, AT1. Discord, that's what you're calling it now. So for those of you who don't know Musi, do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm just a pain in the ass for Scotland. I mean, sorry. I am a psychic medium. Some people do not
Who,
believe in what I do.
well, who has also been dragged into the What the Hales drama by the two flea bags, thunder cows, douchebaguettes, however you'd like to call them. Um, so you know, it's she's been dragged into it only for her interactions with Veteran Nation and his channel.
Yeah,
So
I'm the
we're in
witch.
the same boat. Yes, you're a witch. No,
I'm,
that's me with a B.
that's you. There's a difference. You're the witch. I'm the bitch. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh
You're
gosh.
you're fine. You're fine. I don't
Right,
care.
anyway, I connect via energy. I am an energy leader. I've got to connect to your energy. I ask permission to connect to your energy before I do anything. Okay. Um, so I ask for no information. Don't want it. Don't like it. Detest it with a passion. Give Mussy information, and you get what's called the Mussy slap. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. Yep, just a flick. And if you keep
All
doing
right.
it, it gets worse. So, Squidly, tell the nice chat what I did for your mum.
So, oh, what you did for my mom? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so my mom called me at like 8 o'clock one night, and she's like, and I live 35, 40 minutes from my mom, and she's like, I can't find my work ID. I can't find my work ID. Can you come over? Because I locked myself out of my house while I was looking for my work ID. Great. So I'm driving 35, 40 minutes in the dark in rural Georgia where I'm deadly scared of hitting a deer this time of year. So I text Musi and I'm like, I'm on my way to my mom's house. She lost her ID. Where is it? Not thinking that I was like, it was literally a shot in the dark. And Musi told me that it was under some paperwork on a table next to a lamp. So I get over to my mom's house and she's like, I unlock the door and she's like freaking out because this is her work ID. You don't have your ID, you can't get into anything. And it's like, here's where she told me. So we start looking and it was on under some papers on a table next to a lamp. And I'm like, that was weird. And Musi lives in Scotland. I live in Georgia. It's not like she's never met my mom. She's never talked to my mom except for in a YouTube chat. How would she know that?
I'm just a nosy witch. I'm not a practicing one. I'm just a nosy one.
Just a nosy one. Sorry,
Just a nosy one.
I have to change ears in my headphones because they're hurting me more than usual today.
You sorted?
I can't keep two headphones in because for some reason, well, I gotta know what's going on around me.
Yeah.
And two, like I can only stand them for a little bit at a time, so I have to keep changing them out. So about a half an hour at a time is what I can stand. But right now, I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so
Right.
uncomfortable.
Right, Mrs. I would like you to close your eyes. Feet flatly on the ground.
Oh yeah, that part.
I want you to do your breathing exercises. I want you to breathe strong, like
Okay,
breathe
and to
in
do this
through
on
the
a
nose.
live stream is very like vulnerable. Makes me feel very vulnerable. So, like, this is for y'all.
So if everybody else would like to do it also, would like to follow what I'm saying, if you would like to close your eyes, feet flatly on the ground, do some breathing exercises in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep doing it. When you're breathing in, say in your mind, relax. And when you're breathing out, in your mind, release. Release all that tension. Release all that negativity. Release all that pain, all that anguish. So breathing in normally, Relax and blow out all that anguish, all that pain, all that hurt, that what's happening just now. It's not yours to take on. You hurt because you love the man. But at this moment, it is peaceful time. It's finding that space, finding that tranquility, finding that knowledge of, hey, it's you. You're alive and you're ready to take things to a whole new level. So it's breathing in through the nose, relax, and breathing out, release. I want you to visualize from your feet that you have roots coming from your feet. As a tree going into the ground, roots goes deep into Mother Earth. Now this is a way of grounding. This is a way of taking away everything from you that has been haunting you for a while. These roots are going all the way down to Mother Earth core. Mother Earth has you. You're grounding. You're starting to be at peace. You're holding your own. All that spacey, all that disorientating feeling is being washed away from you, and you're becoming tranquil again. You're becoming wholesome again. You are unique. Everyone is unique. We stand and we unite in reality of who we are on the inside and who we are on the out. It's trusting and finding that balance, trusting and finding that knowledge that you are one of a kind. Squid, I'm wanting you to ask Jeff to take that pain away from you. You're too close. I know it's hurtful. He's just passed today. But because you are very spiritual, you have connected and your feeling of what it was like for him before it finally took him. So I'm wanting you to ask your spirit guides to take that pain from you. It doesn't belong to you. It's not yours.
So that's what a heart attack feels like?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. But it's a case of you've said many times to me that you don't know how to open, you don't know how to connect, you don't know. But in all reality, you are very open. It's a case of there's certain things that happen and it hits you like a ton of bricks. And you go, oh my God, what the freaking hell's this?
Yeah. It was like my neck hurt, and I was like, okay, I've been on the computer, like it's weird, and then like all of a sudden it started radiating down my back, and then like to my shoulder blade, and then around to like underneath my boobs, and it was like just on the left side, and it was like, what did I didn't do anything that would cause that pain. That was weird. Uh,
Like, hold on,
but
hang on a minute.
But for those of you who followed Jeff through the Amber Heard trial, Amica cream, as Elaine said, It's technically arnica cream, but we all know Elaine was not the brightest tool or crayon in the box. So it became
May I have
Amica
permission
cream.
to attack your energy, sweetheart? I'm going to give you some healing.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel the tension across your forehead.
Yeah, I have a headache.
I feel the tension right across your forehead. Your third eye is popping. Your third eye is going, open me up. Let me get seen. That's the tension headache.
Yeah, it feels like my eyes are about to pop out of my head.
Bang in the middle. I feel it.
Ah.
Right, I'm going to send you some healing. Give me a second, sweetheart. Let me get my team involved. Do my breathing. I call in my team to assist it. There you go. Hey, I put my teeth in. Assist me in the healing. Incoming, sweetheart. Do you feel as though you've got earache in your right ear?
Yeah, that's why I had to change my.
That's not earache. That's your spiritual team trying to speak to you.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. That's kind of weird.
It's like
my ears all
high.
red.
It's like a high, like a high pressure, a high volume. It feels like earache, but it's not earache. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just a pressure. A weird pressure.
And between your third eye and your spiritual dream. Jeez. People really need to stay out of my mouth when I'm trying to talk. Ouch. Right. Get around your ear.
I got my candles. Speaking of things. So.
I've just hit my elbow.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flashman, I eat a lot. Hence why I've gained like 10 pounds in the last 2 months. You know.
Oh, hello, Suchu. Hello, come back for that. Squid, close your eyes. Right.
Sorry.
And instead of looking through your eyes, I'm wanting you to look through your third eye, right in the middle of your brow, Scottish twang. And I'm wanting, there's a picture frame. I'm doing the healing. Russian. I'm doing the healing, but there's a picture frame. They showed me to tell you there's a picture frame. Okay? And in that picture frame, I want you to start making it bigger. I want you to get this picture frame and I want you to make it the size of a door. Okay? Make this picture frame the size of a door. And with this door, I want you on the right hand side, you will see a skeleton key. I want you to take that skeleton key and I want you to put it in the lock of the door and I'm wanting you to open it. Keep the key in the hole, open the door, and I'm wanting you to open that door. Once you open that door, you will see a bright light. I want you to start taking small steps through that door, and you're going to see someone. Don't think, don't do anything, just walk through the door into that bright light, and you're going to see someone. Someone is going to be standing there for you to have a communication with. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want you to talk to your audience. I'm just wanting you to speak to that person that is standing behind that door for you, sweetheart, while I continue with the healing. And what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm taking my hands with the guidance of my team, and I am taking it down Squid's body. I'm putting the healing energy against the pain where Squid is feeling it the most. Squid, even though if you don't hear with your ears, I want you to hear with your mind. And take the messages that this person is commuting to you at this time. You have asked me, you've said, I don't know how to open. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to communicate. They're stepping forward. They're coming forward to you now. And they're communicating to you in a way that is going to balance you out. You're going to be able to feel that equal, and you're going to be able to open up in so many ways. Did you come back through the door? If you didn't come back through the door, you're going to be bloody stuck. You need to come back through that door and lock it.
I got a runny nose.
You okay, sweetheart?
Yeah,
Did you see that person?
I think so. That's weird.
How are
It's
you
always
feeling?
weird. I can breathe better, but still have some pain. Not as bad though.
I'm
But
still working on you. I'm still working on you. I'm still there.
I wish my migraines could keep me from eating. But I hope you feel better, beach girl. This right here, Tammy. What he said. Ugh. Yeah, Tammy, I'm a shape. Round is a shape. I
I'm
just need to go
still
to
there.
bed.
I'm still there. Do you feel as though that you could go to bed now, do you?
Probably. I still need to take a little calm thing, but not as money. So I have these little melt away tabs that help me sleep. They're much better than a anti-anxiety medication.
You sound
But
peaceful.
yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a day.
It
Like
has.
it's just
It's
been a
been a
day.
day for everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't describe what this day has been like, but it still doesn't feel real.
It's not going to feel real for a lot of people for some time because it has been such a shock. And it's like a lot of people don't believe in what people like I do. And it's like I communicate to those that have crossed over. And when Squid was in Megan's live, we were talking behind the scenes. And yes, Squid got a message.
All right. Guys, I'm gonna post this. There's a whole bunch of, and I'm gonna bring this back up. Yeah, he was a morning go-to for me. Like I said on the earlier stream, I usually did Mo in the deep end to get my morning crazy news. And Mo's bubbly personality that would wake me up. And then I would go to Legal Vices, and then Megan after that. And then they started streaming together, so like Megan wouldn't stream at noon anymore because she would be with Vices. And it's just like that was like my morning routine for a long time. So it's gonna be a weird.
Harry, you're right. Squid is beautiful just the way she is. Like, I've got bad hair. And I'm going to show you, right? That's only going to be for a second because I'm in my bed. Watch this. Bad hair day. But hey, it's me.
My hair was down, but I don't know, I'm starting to get thin on the sides. So, like,
it is 20 to 3
in the
morning.
Oh yeah, you need to go to bed. I'm headed to bed because the little is awake. But the good thing is Mr. Squid's not going into work till later. So he will be out of the house at 5 o'clock and not 3 o'clock. So I have 2 extra hours to sleep. So usually I'm up at 3 o'clock when he wakes up because I wake up to his alarm. So he goes, I'm not going until late. So if you wake up and I'm still asleep, don't wake me up. Because I do that thing of like my internal clock wakes up to make sure that he's, gone.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I fall back to sleep easily and sometimes I don't. So it's like, yeah, it's so the fact that I know that I can sleep 2 extra hours, it'll be fine.
If you don't mind, for those that have not subscribed to me already,
yes.
This old bugger is on YouTube.
Oh yes, and if you haven't checked out one of Musie's streams, it's definitely a go-to. She streams at about 8 o'clock in the morning US time, East Coast time, because she is in Scotland or Russia, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
I can't believe they said you were Russian. I'm like, you said that.
Yeah, it's like, right, come on. Now, this is my accent. This is how I speak. Okay?
I'm sorry.
They call me Oracle. The name's not Oracle. The name's Mussy Lady. Mussy for short. Right? They couldn't figure out what my accent sounds English. I'm Scottish. There's a difference, Harry. There's a difference. I'm fucking Scottish, not English.
So, Slug asked Ron what breed or what species of British he was. It was like, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like, we're not species. It's like in America, you've got different areas. You've got New York, you've got Georgia, you've got California, you've got everywhere. Here in the UK, okay, we've got Welsh, we've got the old bit English, and we've got the Scots. But we've got breakage of different towns and whatnot in the UK.
So what I would like to do someday is get you, Spawn Trooper, and Welsh Lady Reeds all on the same stream
That would be fun.
together. Because you think you can't tell the accents, the differences, until you put y'all side by side. And like, it's just, there's a like I would love to put a New Yorker, a Southerner, a Midwesterner. Yes, but I don't know anybody who's from Ireland on YouTube. Anyway,
Oh, the luck of the Irish here. Oh,
so
you don't want to get you started with the Irish. No.
sure, but
They've got
eventually,
different
like
accents also.
I would love to get like a Midwesterner, a New Yorker, or someone in the north or the Northwest or Northeast, sorry, the South, and then I would like to get England, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh, and Australian, because then there's all different. It's all English, but it's all different.
Mhm. Somebody sent me pain on the lower lumbar region to the left. Somebody sent me pain on the lumbar region of their back on the left hand side.
Wait, what? I missed that.
Like somebody is sitting with pain on the lower lumbar region of the spine on their back, but I'm wanting to say it's more prominent to the left than it is the right.
Anybody in chat? That's the one place I don't have pain. Maybe, maybe not.
And I'm being made aware of somebody that broke their hip by a fall. I'm wanting to say a lady broke her hip by a fall, and it laid her up. She had to use a wheelchair for a while. And I'm getting the name Pat or Patty.
Anybody in chat?
Anybody in chat?
If you're hearing this and this applies to any of you, just say yes or no.
If not, I'll tell them to bugger off.
We'll call Magic. He's being a smartass. He said Pelosi.
We'll call Magic. Can you take what I'm... Are you trying to be smart or...
He's smart. Well, he thinks he's trying to be smart.
Are you trying to be smart or can you take what I'm saying?
Beach Girl said she has pain all over. Oh.
No, I'm wanting to say it is lower back pain, low lumbar region back pain, and I'm wanting to say it's more prominent on the left side of the lumbar region. And I'm getting a female that had a hip replacement that had to go into a wheelchair for a while because she wasn't healing as much as what should have been getting done. And I want to say, Patty, I'm getting a P connection with this lady. And the last name I actually looked at was Will Call Magic. If you can't take this will call, just say so. Just say no. If nobody can take what I'm saying, I will tell this lady.
I don't know. I think she's going to have to take a rest for tonight.
Yeah, I do have the flu.
It seems like everybody has the flu lately. Like, it's not, feel better. All right, I'm going to get going. I am going to head to bed while I have the want and the desire and the relaxation to go to bed. So
And with that, my darling, I'm going to say much love in many places, not just for me.
right,
I am working while
have a great
sick,
night.
yes, flash fan.
And hopefully
It's a thing I
tomorrow,
do.
I had to do this stream tonight because um they're coming to look at the house tomorrow in at 11, and I was going to do this at 11, and then the more reading of that shit show shenanigan that is also known as a deposition at noon. So yeah, it's a busy week. 2 streams on Wednesday, 1 stream tomorrow because I have to work tomorrow night, and then 2 streams on Wednesday, 1 stream on Thursday, and possibly a stream on Friday.
Stop
Yeah,
pushing yourself so much.
I'm not pushing myself. I'm just playing catch up. I'm drowning in content right now. Like because of the fact that did you see Tug read my emails on Saturday?
No.
Oh yeah, go check out Tug's stream from Saturday. He read the emails with Bubbles.
Oh. Mm.
I
No, I'm
wanted to read
definitely
them
not
on
going
my
to be able to get some sleep.
I read that. Well, they're from me. So they're from Bubbles to me and me to Bubbles. So I wanted to read them on my channel, but there's 2 reasons why I sent them to Tug. One, he has a much greater outreach of people to show how stupid Bubbles is. And secondly, he can read them much more entertaining than I can. And hearing him and Megan give their opinions on it, like I could give my opinions on them, but I wrote them. So it's like my opinions are a little like biased.
Yeah.
But to have 2 people who have great sense of humors and great comedic timing with each other read my emails and give their opinion, because Megan read the first one, or part of like my first draft of the first one, because I wanted her input on how to respond. And then the rest of them, she didn't know there was more. She just knew that there was one. So when Tug read the first one and he's like, "Are you ready for the next one?" She's like, "There's more." Tug's like, "Yeah, it keeps going."
Happy birthday, JKD Buck 76 for tomorrow. Well, my
Happy
today
birthday.
tomorrow.
I wish it was a better day. And
Well, lovely ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bugger off. Like
yep, me too.
Gonna bugger off.
Y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow noon for more of the shenanigans that's also known as a deposition. Bubbles v. Jeremy, where Bubbles can't control his or lack of intelligence, and Jeremy couldn't control his hatred for Bubbles. So,
but do you blame him?
Huh?
Do you blame Jeremy? Yes, Jeremy should have
known
the deposition, but Jeremy has went through so much.
Oh, and I completely get that. And I'm not like, it's a courtroom decorum that I'm like, okay, you should have known better. But from an actual like standpoint of being as angry as he is, I don't blame him. Like I don't blame him, because like this thing was bad before, but ever since Bubbles took the case, it's been like it's exploded into a pile of shit. So it's kind of one of those things of like, just for me, there is a difference. And I wrote all of those emails as if they were going to be read, because I knew they were going to be read by someone, whether it be me, whether it be their side, or whether I gave them to Tug. I knew somebody outside of me and Bubbles was going to read them. So I wrote them purposefully. And like, yeah. So, but there is a difference between what I would say to someone on a phone call, in an email, on a live stream, in a deposition or out on the street. Like there's a big difference in each of those. And it's like, I understand Jeremy's upset, but like you pissed off the judge. Like everybody pissed off the judge.
It's
And
a
that's
case of,
not,
can you imagine can you imagine me doing a reading?
oh my God. All right. But I will, on that note, y'all have a great night and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.